don't fucking think so. So if she wants to talk to me, she better get the fuck in here and let's fucking do this. And shame on y'all that don't want nothing but drama. You're steady fucking with her sobriety. I don't know where she is in her fucking treatment, but how dare you go in there and tell her that somebody that she thinks is her friend is one that has been planning on stealing her dog. Shame on you. Shame on you. This is what you wanted to happen, ain't it? That's okay. I'm going to make sure Jenn blocks you from her lives. Dumbass bitches. So fucking over you motherfuckers. When I have done nothing but showed each one of you motherfuckers grace and not spoke on your motherfucking names. But here you motherfuckers are making fucking troll accounts. That's okay. That's okay. Let me tell you something. Y'all know how I feel. What you put out in this world will fucking revisit you. I can assure you of that. Keep making troll accounts about me. I don't give a fuck. Can somebody, Critter, I don't know if that's even your name. The one that was in the box with Jenn, her name's the name that starts with a K. Where's Jenn? They did make a lot of it up. They made a lot of it up to try to make us look bad. Cricket, thank you, thank you. Listen, if I planned on making sure Jenn didn't get her dog back, I would say it. But I ain't had a fucking thing to do with none of that. That's not my decision. Exactly. Exactly. And then live streams being fucking held, trying to run my name in the fucking ground. Y'all could go suck 4 or 5 of them. I don't give a fuck. I ain't done a fucking thing to none of you motherfuckers. Except kept you around a lot fucking longer than I should have. I don't either, Emily. Emily, I don't either. You see, I don't even speak on Jenn. Let me show y'all my fucking blocked list. Let me show you my words in my blocked list here. This is how much I'm fucking over this whole fucking bullshit. How do I even find where my... Do I go to comment settings? Oh, yeah, block keywords. These are the only blocked words that I have. Right here. That's it. It says there's 12 out of 500, but I literally only see them 4. That's it. I think there's different variations of Jenn's name. This is it. This is it. Oh, y'all got me so damn tempted to go right on over there and screenshot my mod chat. If it wasn't for the fact that personal shit is put in that chat, I'd show what kind of liars these motherfuckers are. I ain't said a damn thing about her dog. Nothing. Thank you, Jenny. Hi, Deb. Hell no. Hell no. They left with green. And then the troll account started. And then this shit, they're in everybody's fucking live stream running that fucking mouth. Fucking Texas. Hold on, not Texas. Toughest. Toughest could barely make it, when she was my fucking mod, could barely make it into the fucking live streams because, oh, she's this, she's that, she's sick, she's dying, she's blah, blah, blah. Do y'all know? If we're going to tell it, let's tell it all, right? If we're going to fucking tell it, let's tell it all. Do you know Toughest Flower was a mod in her live stream under a different name? Do you know that when the live stream was held, saying that they didn't give a damn, that they hoped that Jenn would unalive herself, that Texas, that toughest flower was part of that? Right in there the fuck with them. But yet she cares about Jenn so fucking much. Y'all motherfuckers just want a fucking attention. Just want attention. Do you know how many, oh my Jesus, do you know how many people come to me and said, you know, I feel awkward sharing anything about me in the chat when you're live because it seems like Toughest always has the same damn thing. Oh, I had a heart attack. Oh, I had 4 heart attacks back in blah, 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 blah. Oh, I had a stroke. Oh, yeah, I had a stroke. Oh, my uncle did. Oh, yeah, I did. And who needs a pair of damn dancing boots if you're fucking trying to raise money for a wheelchair but live in a fucking mansion? Shut the fuck up already. So fucking tired of you motherfuckers. I ain't said a fucking word about none of you motherfuckers as y'all are out here making all these fucking troll accounts. Not one motherfucking thing. But y'all fucking with somebody's sobriety? Stop right now. Y'all fucking with somebody's sobriety by telling them all this bullshit? Fucking y'all give a fuck about nobody but your fucking self. And how many people. Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, you can latch onto these motherfuckers who don't like me, but ask them why they don't like me. Ask them. Ain't got not one good motherfucking reason. All because you motherfuckers can't compete. You can't compete where you don't compare, right? Yeah, boss man, you and me the fuck too. Where the fuck is Jim? Because I'm about to end this motherfucker. And I'm done with it. If she don't want to hear the fucking truth, fuck that. I'm not wasting my time. Like I said, there's literally a man who is steady scamming people on Social Security and on disability for their fucking money right now as we speak so that he don't have to fucking work. And y'all got me wrapped up with this fucking shit. I'll go, who the fuck is here? Let me put my earpiece in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. So, Jen, what's going on?
No, you name it, a little bit of everything.
Can we kill whatever that is?
Sorry. People's letting me, trying to tell me to get into your live, and I've been sitting here trying. Hey, I'm right here.
Jen, who told you? Who told you that me and KK had made plans with Mel to steal your dog?
I've got the screenshots for you. I forgot to send them because they're making me clean my room from top to bottom. It's fuck. I'll send it to you, but it's somebody that was in your live that you know. It starts with a T.
Texas?
And then it's got like W and an ILL or something in it.
Texas Wildflower.
Yeah.
TX.
Yep.
And then Toughest Flower. Do you know that Toughest Flower was a mod for you under a troll account, but still actively set into a live stream of people that wanted to see your downfall? Yeah. Yeah, and these are the people who's trying to run me into the ground with you. Have I ever been dishonest with you, Jen?
Nope. You've always
Why would
told
I
me
take
what I
your
didn't.
dog?
You've always told me what I didn't want to hear, but I needed to hear.
Why would I take your dog? Why
I
would I
have no
even
idea.
conspire?
That's what made me just totally freak out.
I wouldn't even conspire to take your dog, Jen, because I know our dogs are like our children. Like I said, my Lulu has been there for me through my darkest. And let me tell you, let somebody take my dog. Let somebody take my Lulu. And whatever Mel's reasoning is, that's not me. That's not me. That's got to be between you and Mel. But I'm not going to be drug in the middle of it. Jen, you know that I pull away because I only want to see success for you. I want to see you be the best that you can be. And I didn't think being on live every day was going to get that. And isn't that what I told you? And then I stepped
Yep.
the hell away from it
Yep.
because I thought that you needed to take the time to self reflect and to do this on your own instead of on live streams every day. Of course, people like the drama too much for that, right? And instead of staying out of your live streams, and when you went live, just nobody be in there, they needed the feel for the drama. They want the drama. A lot of them don't even care, Jen, if you stepped out and got hit by a bus tomorrow. No, most of them don't even care. They love the fucking drama. Now, KK, you know for a fact that KK's done nothing but showed you more grace than probably anybody ever has. KK, and they're saying me and KK and Mel from way on back. Do you know, literally, Jen, I didn't even know Mel was a mod for me up until I think maybe when you went into rehab. And she's been a mod for me for 4 months. And I didn't even know she was a mod for me because we've never talked in the mod chat. Never. Never. And she's probably only talked in the mod chat 20 times the whole time she's been a mod. I've never had a one-on-one conversation with Melody. Never. Never. Not in the mod chat, not on the phone, not nowhere. Nowhere. These people want to feed you bullshit because they know that you go from the extremes of highs to lows, that you freak out over the
Mm-hmm.
simplest shit because you've
Mm-hmm.
got mental disorders. It's not just a drug
Mm-hmm.
disorder, and methamphetamines messes with your brain.
And I'm on medication. I'm on my back on my Cymbalta.
Yeah,
It's
and
not going to be fixed overnight. You know, it takes time. But I wanted to be the first one to tell you that I did get sober living, and I signed up for a year.
okay, and so if you go to sober living, and because listen, one thing we're not going to discuss here, that's going to have to be between you and Mel, is the dog issue, okay?
Right.
Because I have nothing to do. Right hand to God, may everything I love, their heart stop beating right now if I've ever had anything to do with the whole dog issue. I haven't. I don't listen, and like I said, not all of us even agree on what's taking place with the dog. But we're not going to discuss that. All I want to discuss, Jen, is there's a lot of toxic people in your life that want to do nothing but number one, they want to see you fail. And Tough as
Right.
Flowers, one of them. It seems like she's in your corner because she flipped out when she thought that somebody let you know her troll account was modding for you, but yet she participates in a live stream of people wanting you to unalive yourself. So you need to get rid of the toxicity, Jen. You need to get rid of these people that are not there for you. And listen, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell who's who, right?
It is.
It's hard to tell. You never know.
It's fucking hard.
I've literally
I
had
just go in
somebody.
there every day and I read what we learned for the day, and then I try to keep it 20 to 30 minutes, and then I cut it off because that's what me and my counselor said, that I'm really trying to be a little bit different and be more positive because it's not going to happen in 30 days. It's a struggle, but hey, I've did a whole bunch of drug screens and I'm proud of myself for as far as I've come because I'm clean and sober today. And it feels damn good. I've lost 40 pounds of that nasty drug weight. My hair is like so much longer,
Yeah,
and I feel amazing.
when I was real hard into methamphetamines, I went to jail for 3 months, and do you know that 45 days I was still You could still smell the methamphetamines pouring out of my pores, out of my hair, out of everything. And that smell alone just sickens you. And but Jenn, she does look good. Jenn does look good. Um, Jenn,
I've been
I've
crying.
noticed
Sorry. I've been bawling my eyes out today.
you do a lot of crying, Jenn. I've noticed that you got a lot of people that say, "I'm here for you, Jenn. I'm here for you, Jenn," and then they turn
And they're
on you at the
not.
drop of a dime. You let people in your box that try to run the show, and then it's 3 days later they're in somebody else's life talking shit about you.
Yep. I've learned that firsthand.
See, Jenn, what you need to
And they
do is
say
start
here in
blocking the
recovery that
toxicity.
when you get clean, you lose about 95% of your friends that you think was your friends. And I know. I mean, look, I've got a dad dying right now that I'm not allowed to see.
And I'm
His
sorry
last
to hear
dying
that.
wish is not to see me. So I'm not even allowed to
Jenn,
say
stop.
anything.
Stop, Jenn, stop. Don't dwell on that. You do
I
not
know.
know that your
And
dad said that. You don't know that your dad said that. You know you've got a hateful sister that still feels a certain way about you, and she has every right to feel ever how she feels,
right.
okay? So we don't even know if dad really said that. So don't dwell on that, Jenn. We listen, don't be dwelling on shit that's gonna fuck with your sobriety, okay?
Well, that's what
Listen,
Earl told me anyway. So
well,
said that over the phone with my counselor sitting there. And my counselor was like, so, I mean,
well,
but
Jenn,
I mean, this
listen,
has
there's a
been
lot
one
of
hell of
hurt
a
with your
road, let me
family.
tell you.
There's a lot of hurt with your family, and I want to say that my heart breaks. I think your dad is a great man. I think he's a great man, and I think that your dad is such a wonderful man that he loves you very, very much. I don't think that. And listen, it was your wife that, and we're not going over none of the accusations or no shit like that. We're not going to dig into none of that shit. Jenn, I'm telling you, you need to block the toxicity. You need to block the toxicity, Jenn. You're going to have to stand on your own feet. Let me tell you something. As long as people know that they can send you money and run your fucking life, that's what they're going to do, okay? You need to start standing on your own 2 feet, making your own money, and choose your friends accordingly, not by what that they can do for you. I've done
Okay.
nothing for you. I haven't sent you money. I haven't sent you nothing. Nothing. But I'm still right here. I'm still right here. I've had to step away. I've had to step away because I want you better. I want you better. I don't need the drama. I don't need the numbers. I don't need to be seen by nobody. And a lot of these people do this shit, Jenn, because hell, what's $20, right? I'm going to send Jenn $20. She's going to be my friend. We're going to chat. And then they run and tell ever who's live that they can jump into all what y'all talked about and all what y'all discussed. And Jenn, the minute that you don't need people, that's when your true friends are going to show themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as you need somebody to pay your way, there's going to be that fake love right there. Okay? You
Right.
might not even like the person, but they're sending you money, so why wouldn't you like them, right? Why wouldn't you at least fake
Right.
like them? So, you need to really go through and um, block, 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 block. And like I told you, Jenn, I didn't think social media was what you should have done when you went in. How much longer do you have in there?
I graduate in the morning.
And then you're going where?
They're trying, a couple people are trying to get me down to my sober living because I have to be there between 3 and 3:30 to, for my intake.
And we're sober living at.
Down in Cincinnati.
Jenn, how many people know where you're at?
Know where I'm at right now?
Yeah.
Oh, quite a few, I guess. Because Melissa Burbank put it all out there.
Who?
Melissa Burbank, the one that kept sending me threatening messages.
Oh, who is that? What's her screen
Patricia
name?
Pond's sister. They live in New York.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's the
Um,
other. That's the other. I sent those screenshots to KK, and she was supposed to show you.
Okay. Okay. So, Jen, so, okay. So, what I just heard you say is that you're going to need some form of transportation to get to where you're going.
I don't have any way to get there. I tried to call my Medicaid. They don't do from Cleveland to Cincinnati. That's like a 4 hour trip. And my Medicaid only covers for 30 days. That's why tomorrow's my 30 days and I'm graduating. And
Okay.
mind you, my
So,
counselor is very pleased with how far I've come because at nighttime when somebody's having problems, it's like my door is wide open and I become the counselor at night because I'm pulling out the packets that we learned on previous days and I'm helping other people out. And she just loves that.
Jen, I've seen a lot of comments and stuff about this poem. Can we discuss this poem a minute?
The poems?
The poem.
Sure.
So what's
Yeah, the
going
ones
on
that
with
I
these?
wrote, the ones I wrote off of Google, yeah.
Okay, so you wrote them off of Google. That's what you're
Not the
saying.
ones that are on my thing, just the two that I read out loud. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why that's so childish, but okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's so
So
childish.
I seen plagiarism and all of this, and I'm like, what the
That's
world
just
is up
something
with
else
that?
is like something
Okay, so you just went mute. Can't hear you.
group that I was reading with the rest of the stuff, and they take it so far out of
You're
control
right. You're
that it's
right.
childish. That is elementary stuff. And like I told them on my live, if that's all I had to complain about was two fucking poems, man, my life would be awesome.
Right. Right.
So can we stop with the kindergarten shit?
Yeah, see, I think that what a lot of people, Jen, and I know you're going to get pissed off at me, but I think Jen
Go
is
ahead.
what they want you to do is take accountability and say, listen, I copied them down. I said they were mine. I did it. Okay, I did it. What are you going to do? Eat me now? I did it. And I think that's the
I just
accountability
said
that
that.
what you said, Jen, was I wrote them. I read them off the. I wrote them off the computer instead of.
Off of Google, yeah, that's what I said.
But you had told
I
people
wrote them
that they
down, and
were
then after
yours,
that, I read them in my group, and that was it. And then I read them over here.
right? But
I
you,
said I wrote them, yeah.
yeah,
I said
and
I
see
wrote them,
that's.
yeah.
I think
I
that
mean, if
that's a
that's all I
lot.
had to complain about is
But
poems, I
see,
mean,
you
I
stop
thought
getting
we were
upset,
talking
Jen.
about.
Jen, stop getting upset, okay? Stop looking for a reason to
I'm
run
not getting
from this.
upset. I
You
was
are.
fixing my chest.
No, you are. Jen,
I'm
how
not getting
long have we
upset at
been
all.
friends? Jen, I could see it in your face. Just relax, okay?
I'm not getting upset at all.
You're looking for a reason to fight. Calm down. Calm down. Listen. I
No, I'm
want you to
not.
know, listen, Jen, all I'm telling you is that a lot of people, they want you to take accountability. They don't want you to brush it off. They don't
I
want
just
you
did.
to. I know you did. And that's what I'm saying. I seen a lot of people had a problem with a video that somebody put out where you said you have no victims.
That I have what?
That you have no victims.
I haven't.
You
What
have
was that
no
last word?
victims. Victims.
What's that?
Victims. Victims.
Oh, victims. Oh, I know I've got victims. I know, and I've apologized to everybody. I mean, I hold myself accountable for all that. I do. I mean,
Okay.
I've people asked me about the jobs. I said, what, my fake jobs I told everybody I had?
Right.
I mean, everybody asked me about, what did somebody ask me about the other day? Everybody comes in my life and asks me about something, and I'm like,
Somebody
I
said
tell the
that you
truth
were
about it.
putting money on Matt's books. Money people were
No,
sending you that you were putting it
no,
on Matt's books.
no, that's a lie.
Do
I
you know
never, that
when?
came from April. Because when April was going in somebody's live, saying all these lies, she texted my phone, and Marie26 has the whole thing. And she says, did you like that one? Did you like that, did ya? She was, I mean, and it's all like, all the text messages like, watch what I do next. Boom, boom, boom.
What about the engagement ring? Who's engaged?
Yeah, like I really want to know.
Somebody said, what about the engagement ring?
What engagement ring?
Y'all, when I literally
Okay, Matt
say,
bought an engagement ring from jail? Really?
April said she has proof and been in conversation with her and Matt. But Matt's locked up.
Oh, that
Engagement
April's
ring
been
for
talking to
Matt.
Matt?
An engagement ring for
I'd
Matt.
like
So
to see that proof.
you haven't had no conversation with Matt from Amazon. But Matt's in jail. How's he ordering a ring on Amazon? He's
My
getting it
point
through
exactly.
Amazon, she said. What about the mod? She said the ring on in lives. April is in active addiction. April is
Yeah,
in
she
active
is.
addiction. Okay,
Yeah,
well, we're
she
not going to
is.
speak on her active addiction. She's going to have to waller with that devil herself. What about the mod? So
She
look,
was a
y'all.
mod.
Literally,
She
I
was a
don't
mod.
know. I don't know what's going on. Besides, I got drug in saying that I stole Jen's dog. Okay, that's why we're here. Is because I ain't stole nobody's dog.
And I
I didn't
apologize about that,
conspire
but
for
I'll
that.
send you I'll send you all the screenshots of how why I thought that.
But while we're here, let's clear up some of this stuff because Jen said that she is clean and sober. How many days do you have, Jen?
Tomorrow will be 30 days.
30 days. Jen said she has no problem taking accountability for the things she's done. So, the things that I see, I'm going to ask her about. So, did Sarah pass? Somebody passed away. Did your mod Sarah pass away?
Yep, January 15th at 1 o'clock.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. That is really sad. Someone says she is still saying she has seizures and all the other medical bullshit. So, she could have had a seizure on methamphetamines. I don't
I
know.
used to have seizures because my husband that passed away, that I was married to for 13 years, um, I was hit too many times in the head.
Uh huh.
And I used to have seizures a lot.
My daughter, her ex husband beat her so much in the head so people couldn't see it. She had 7 lesions on her brain. They thought it was MS at one time. She had to go through 9 spinal taps. Sad, sad,
That
sad.
is not
Domestic
a lie,
abuse is a
Earl, and you
real
know
thing.
it.
What about text she was going send? What about text she was going sending to SP? I haven't got no text message. So Sarah did or didn't? Why is this so weird? Yeah, my friend's son just got out of jail and had one to text her. Okay, that don't. Let's see. Somebody said that's a lie. Who's Big E? Is that Earl?
That's my brother. And he
Oh,
knows damn well he never was around me a lot. And I did have seizures. When I was married to Brad, I never talked to Earl.
Oh, so if you have seizures, you've got but you've got a driver's license, right?
Yep.
So how do you have a driver's license
Because
if you have?
he's been dead since 2008. And, you
Oh,
know,
you haven't had any lately. Oh, okay,
I
okay.
take
So you had
amitriptyline.
seizures back
I take
then.
amitriptyline for that.
You take amitriptyline? My lover used to take amitriptyline to help him sleep. There's
And it's
two
only
different
25
Sarahs.
milligrams.
Okay, there's 2 different Sarahs that were mods. One did pass away. Okay,
Yeah.
and then there's another Sarah mod. Okay. Why they saying? Oh, okay. So okay, I got that.
And I
She
used
is
to go to
begging for a
send
rental car.
UC to the neurologist for that. That's when they did an MRI on my head and found out that I have something wrong with the back of my head that causes migraines. It's called Arnold Chiari malformation.
You know, a friend of mine's child is diagnosed with that. I
And the only way they can find that is when if they put that IV stuff in there before they put you in, and
the
they
dye.
yeah, the dye, and they did it on my head, and it's like right in the back of your head. That's causing my migraines.
Okay, okay. So what does what that Say the name again.
Arnold Chiari malformation.
Okay,
They
so
shortened it now. Now they call it Chiari malformation.
what does that mean?
It's a deformity like right in the back of your head that causes migraines. It's basically what they were told me is your brain is too big for the head, and it's like going down in the spinal cord. Anybody can look it up. It goes
Jen,
down.
you're not going to convince me your brain's too big for your head.
It might
I'm
be.
just joking. I'm just joking. So
It might
listen,
be.
somebody said your son's ashes in storage. What's that mean?
My son that I was pregnant with, that my brother is obviously going to say lying, but my family was, after I turned 18 and I got out on my own, they was not a real big part of my life, and Earl knows that. Earl was in Louisville and in Paoli, Indiana, and I never hardly went around. The only time I was around him is when I went and stayed with him for a little bit right after the twins were born, and then that was it. And Tammy knows that too, because Tammy come over to my house one time, and they all know that I'm not lying.
So how far along was you?
I was about 4.5 months pregnant.
Did you have an ultrasound?
Yeah, I went to Christ Hospital, and Dr. David Eicholz, the one that delivered my daughter, was the one that did the surgery. And I can get you all my records and send them to you if you really want to know it all. He
No,
was
I don't
half,
need to.
right, like, you know how the sack around the baby's like that? Well, when they took me into the emergency room and did the emergency ultrasound, it was like a 3D looking thing. The sack had collapsed around the baby like that. And it was like half in my right tube and half out my tube.
A
And
4-month-old baby?
no, I was about 4.5 months along. And yeah, it was like right there. And they had to take my whole right tube out. I have a C-section underneath my stomach, and it's the bikini cut where they took out the whole right tube and the baby tube. And I can get proof of that. When I get back down to Cincinnati, I will get you proof and send it personally to you. Because I'm tired of people saying I'm lying when I was there.
Stop. Let's have a conversation. Stop. Stop being so defensive. Stop, Jen.
I know, but Earl's saying nope, nope, and he wasn't even there
don't
at that
watch
time.
the comments. Don't look at the comments, Jen. Talk to me a minute, okay? I see you getting upset. Stop doing that, okay? Don't do that. You've got to learn to work through this without, because you can see it all over your face. You can see that
Yeah.
you're upset all over your face. Just
But
calm
you
down,
didn't see
okay?
the reason I blocked Earl was what he said in front of my counselor on the phone. But yet he don't want to admit his wrongs.
But listen,
But the spotlight's all on me.
But listen,
And yeah, I was asking people for a ride. I was asking people for a ride because I want to get to sober living. I was begging people for a ride because I want nothing more but sober living because I don't want to use drugs.
Yeah,
I want to be in this program. I want to work this program because I like not doing drugs anymore.
a lot of people said that you was able to get drugs while you were in there.
No. I've took pictures every time they did a drug screen. I took pictures and sent it to KK. Every time they did a drug screen on me, and they do random. I have not been high not one time since being here. They're very on
So
top of that over here.
You know that that if you have not gotten high since you've been in there, that if you do get high, when you get out, that it could be the death to you, right?
Right.
Because
That's what they say.
laced with
If I use one more time, that could kill me, and I don't want to die.
The drugs on the street ain't like like they once was. Okay, everything's laced in fentanyl. Somebody told
That's
me
what we just
have,
discussed just the other day in class.
So somebody told me that there's a separate test for fentanyl. Is that true?
I have no idea.
Yeah, somebody said.
All I know is the urine screen that I took, There was a whole bunch of tests all the way around the cup. It took like 4 or 5 pictures for me to go all the way around the cup to take them all.
So, Jen, did you show up for court? Did you call the court? Didn't you have court?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So you
And they
handled
continued Holly's court case for March 12th at 11 a.m.
March 12th, okay. Because somebody said there was a bench warrant out because you didn't show
No,
up.
there's not. There's not.
I know
She
people who've been
petitioned
in.
for she petitioned for some kind of something because I mentioned her name or something in a live or something like that, and a contempt charge for whatever. But I didn't show up because yet again I have proof I was in rehab. My counselors sent it down to the courts, and they continued it for March 12th at 11 a.m.
Yeah, listen, when somebody said that there was a bench warrant out for your arrest, I was like, I know people who's been in rehab, and they can continue those court
Yeah,
dates.
my counselor took care of that.
Jen, what if you could say something to the people that you have hurt, that has trusted and believed in you? If there's something that you could say to them, what would you say to them?
All I can say is I'm sorry. I mean, don't look at the past. I mean, I can't fix the past. All I can fix is today because I'm taking one day at a time. And I'm clean and sober, and I'm going to sober living. I have a job waiting and everything, a real job waiting because it's has to be approved by the sober living house.
When's the
And
last time
that's
you
all we
talked
can
to
do.
Matt?
Do what?
When's the last time you talked to Matt?
Oh shit, it's been damn near. Whoa, I couldn't even tell you. I don't remember. I mean, I haven't been talking to him in here because we're only allowed to use our phones certain times.
So what is this about this engagement ring? Tell me that, because I'm sitting here, my mind's still racing.
I have no idea. That's something she made up, and I can screenshot and show you her messages because she told me that because she started like nodding out on one of my lives. So I ended it and I called her, and it was a video call, and then she's sitting there still nodding. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I said, you said after you tried to hurt yourself and you were in the hospital because her video shows that around Christmas. I said, you told me you were clean. She goes, no, I just had my husband go next door and give me some gummies. And that's it. I ended the video and I was done with her.
Jen, you know that we still stream all of your live streams.
Yep.
Right? You know that. And you know people clip your live streams.
Yep.
So I'm not going to come across anything of you saying anything about an engagement ring.
No.
Okay.
Why would I say about
I'm
an engagement
confused.
ring? And how would Matt get an engagement ring when last time I checked, he was with that other girl and they were engaged in Clarksville, and then I find out he's in jail.
Yeah, and this is what I found weird, Jen, is the time you took treatment is the same time he went to jail.
No, I looked it up because everybody said that, I wanted to get it down because I know people ask me, have you heard from Matt? Whatever. He went to jail, was it the day before or the day of? No, I think it was New Year's Eve. Hold on, I got to
And
write
what
down
day
so I
did you
remember.
go into rehab?
I went in here on the 3rd.
So we're going to split hairs of 3 days?
It doesn't matter. I'm not in here for him.
I didn't say you was in there for him. I said. That's not what I
And
said.
I'm not in here because he's in jail and I have nowhere to go, whatever. Because obviously I can do this on my own and I want to do this on my own.
So, Jen,
We all know that Matt's always going to be a drug user. And I don't want that in my life.
we don't all know that. How do we all know that?
Because ever since I've known him, that's all he's ever done.
Well, ever since he's known you, that's all you've done. Aren't you clean? Let's not wish
Oh, I'm
let's not
clean.
predict.
But I really didn't start using until I started being with him.
How long have you been with
And that's
Matt?
been for 5 years.
5 years.
The
So you
what?
wasn't a drug addict until 5 years ago?
Oh no, I was using pills and stuff with mom 2 years before that. Just like
Jen,
Earl and Tammy
Jen,
was too.
please don't bring family stuff into this because that's
It's been
just
a
more
total of
reason.
7 years. It's
That's
been more. It's been a total of 7 years. 2 years was pills. 5 years was meth.
so you've only done 7 years of drugs. That's
Hard,
it.
really hard. Yeah, back to back. But when I was younger, yeah. But here, like for 7 years straight, it's been 7 years straight. Because before that, there was a big span of my life where I did not use. But when I left home at 18, yeah, mom used to say that I could drink enough to float the Titanic back up. And then after that, I went to about when I was 20, 21. I think around that age, I went to Women's Recovery Center. And then there was a chunk of a span of my life right there that I did not use.
Sorry, Lulu wants to. Who is Lisa Johnson? Is there some more to her? Why is she explaining everything? Oh, Jessica, then just I ain't got time. I'm sorry, Jessica. I don't know. She was in close when I was her mod. I was never mod. Wow, I didn't know she was in when I was her mod. I was never mod. I don't know what that means. Lots of words to a simple yes, no question. Matt called and she's in her live nightly at 8:30. Matt
At
called and
8:30, that's when MedPass is.
she still needs a lot of what we're not going to do. Let's not just throw out accusations. If you know something to be absolutely factual, then please put it in the comments. If it's just what you think is happening, please don't put it in there because I confuse very easily, okay? And don't send me through a damn maze that I can't get out of.
MedPass is at 8:30.
So, does Jen, can you tell us what you have learned in the 30 days you've been in there?
I've learned a lot. Like, I've learned coping skills. I've learned how, like, how I've hurt people. Um, I I know I hurt people from my lies, and if you would have heard my forgiveness letter, that should have explained it all. And you can't really do step work until you get a sponsor, and that's my first thing is to get a sponsor when I get down there, because they do meetings right around the building and stuff. There's like right down the street. There's an all guys meeting, and the other side it's all
So,
girls and stuff.
so
So
you've got to have a sponsor to do step work? I don't even know what
to
that
do
means.
the NA book, yeah, to work your 12-step program, you should have a sponsor. Yes.
What about what April said about picking up you from rehab and Matt?
She
Mel
never said
Rocca,
that.
we done uncovered that. We done uncovered about the poems. We're not going to keep going in circles. This is being recorded, so if y'all want to watch it, if you want to go over to YouTube and rewind it, go over there and rewind it. ISYBW5061, and you can rewind it to catch up to where we are if you'd like to. It's just too much. It's too much to be going back with. Okay. Um, So, anything else that you've learned? Listen, the first 30 days that I got clean, Jen, let me tell you what I learned in my first 30 days that I got sober. I learned that that my addiction was stronger than I ever could be. I learned that once I became sober, that I had to deal with reality and take accountability. Okay, so when I was high, I could say whatever I want to, right? I was a great mom. I never did drugs in front of my kids, but I was a
Okay.
piece of shit because I was dropping them off at my mom's. I I was, I'd be gone for months, months at a time, not taking no accountability, not even thinking about it because I was so blowed out of my mind constantly. During that first 30 days, I probably cried more tears than I've cried in all my life because I realized how many
You got
victims that I did have,
that
how many,
right.
how much that I hated myself. And then I learned how to start appreciating myself. I learned how to take accountability for the things that I had done. I learned that I'm only responsible for me. I can't be
Yep.
responsible for nobody else. I can only be responsible for me. That there's no reason for me to be telling lies today. I done told so many lies in the past that I'm lied out. I'm lied out at this point. At this point, I have no reason to lie. I learned, and the next month is when I think that I really started um, trying to love myself, trying to say, you might have been a piece of shit, but that's not who you have to continue being. You've got to you every day you got to be a better version of who you was.
Right.
Y'all, if y'all would just tap the screen, we are being mass reported. I just got another, and I don't even know what we're talking about. It looks like if I was going to get a warning, it would have been with the other shit. Why was she asking? Why was she asking people on TikTok to help her with homework? So, so listen, I have no problem. Number one, I have a huge problem with her being on live while in recovery. She knows that. She knows that. I didn't show up for her live streams. I didn't do any of that because I still believe that Jenn needs to do this on her own. Because let
You
me tell you something. At the end of the day,
work this
at the end of the day, these people ain't going to be there every
every
day for her.
different some body. What happened? Body
I
had
we're just
was reading what I
Yeah, you are freezing up real bad. You're freezing up real bad, Jenn. Can you drop down and come back, Jenn? Can somebody let Jenn know to come back?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to drop you down and come right back up. Okay, she's just breaking up over there. I don't know what it is. If y'all would just tap the screen and I can still hear her. Can y'all still hear her? I still hear Jenn. Listen, and what it is that Titanic, we've got too many people in the boat. We're about to go down because it was engineered poorly. It was engineered poorly, okay? I literally I did this whole live stream because I got pissed off. I got pissed off and I still hear her. Do y'all hear her? I got pissed off because of the lies. Can y'all hear me? Let me check my mod chat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we couldn't hear her. Listen, I had nothing. Me and none of my me whatever's going on with Jenn and that dog is between her, Mel, and that dog, okay? I have had nothing. I haven't even had a conversation besides today about that dog, and I really literally don't even think I had that much of a damn conversation. Listen, I'm not going to, I validate everybody's feelings. Hey, let me tell you something. You try to keep my dog away from me? Oh, Lord Jesus, there's going to be a lot of side talking and slow walking. I'll tell you that right now. But if I was not giving my Lulu the best life she could possibly have, and somebody felt like that they could do it better for her, then listen, I don't know what the situation is. I've heard she's blown crack and meth in this dog's face. I know she was doing drugs with this dog in the little car. Y'all, I'm torn. I'm torn because listen, that's her dog. Like literally, that's her dog. Literally, was she? But as drug addicts, we're not even good parents. How? But when we're in recovery, reunification with our children is what everybody tries to strive for, right? Now, is it our decision to decide whether she's clean or not? No, it's not my decision. I'm not going to make the decision of whether she's clean or not. Listen, I'm going to just fucking say it. I think that, number one, that this was done for court reasons. I believe that Jenn's got sobriety. I do believe that. I do believe that. I don't believe that she's had drugs being brought to her every day in that facility. We know she got high going to. That's not even the same facility that she was dropped off at. But how secure is a facility that literally lets you have your phone? How secure is this facility? Let me get some of y'all's. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me try to read back up on. Y'all, please pin anything you think that I need to see. Because when I tell y'all, I don't watch Jenn's lives. A couple of my beautiful moderators stream Jenn for me. I don't watch them. And if I come across one of y'all's beautifuls videos that you've posted of Jenn, I skip by it. I want Jenn to be sober, but no matter what I want, it's what reality really is, right? And what is reality? Like, can you work on yourself truly if you're worried about what all is going on right here? Lord Jesus, let me tell you something. I don't even wander these streets like that, but just the mod chat alone, that could keep you busy for hours. Where's the self-reflection? Where's the... Right, Sarah Benson? Right? Sometimes, just like with your children, sometimes you've got to let somebody else take care of them while you make yourself better, okay? But once you get better, that's not a punishment because of how you treated your children while you were in addiction, right?